Jai Gurudev, everyone, to this new episode of Guru Siyag Yoga, Bliss, Becoming and Being, and this is part 24. Yeah. So, how have you been all this while? So, this question is to all of you, and of course, to my fellow Guru brothers and sisters. So, how are you all progressing with your practice in terms of developing that connection with Gurudev? So, what all efforts have you been doing? So, maybe some of you are putting your efforts to get that consistency in your meditation and mantra jap or mantra chanting. And maybe some of you are struggling with the thought of getting that consistency. So, and some of you are already experiencing that joy that comes with this practice, and some of you are still maybe trying to figure out that is this the path that you would like to follow, or maybe not, so you are still contemplating. So in these episodes we get together and we kind of discuss about Guru Siyag Yoga, not from an expert of point of view. So this forum is mainly to discuss about Guru Siyag Yoga in English language. So this is an English satsang wherein up till now I have been sharing bits and pieces of my own journey in Guru Siyag Yoga, and of course, sometimes we have also got other practitioners who share their experiences. So, meanwhile, today when I'm doing this session, I'm falling really short of, I would say, words, because there are so many things that are coming out to to present themselves to you. But at the same time, this thought that I might sound uh, insane when I talk this much, or this level of, or this element of spirituality might not really appear normal to the new people who are exploring to join Guru Siyag Yoga. But at the same time, I'm very much aware that it's not really up to me to decide what I'll speak or what I'll not speak. So this is my Gurudev who who is deciding and who is making me speak whatever he wishes for me to speak, because it's through me that he wants to reach his disciples, that who are still contemplating whether to practice this or not, and all that stuff. So meanwhile, the best I can do is I can share a bit about Guru Siyag Yoga, and then I can share a bit about what what's going on with my own practice in Guru Siyag Yoga, and then we can also revisit, those of us who are already practicing, so we can revisit the basic fundamentals or process of how to meditate, and new practitioners will also get to know how to meditate, and in the end we'll also be listening a bit about Guru Siyag Yoga from Gurudev's own self, and he will also share the divine mantra for the practitioners who are not yet initiated in this practice. So once they hear the divine mantra in the Gurudev's voice, they get initiated into this practice. So the beauty about Guru Siyag Yoga is Guru Siyag Yoga looks very simple, and it's so simple that that our logical mind somewhere is not really impressed by its simplicity. and its ease of approach and its ease of availability. And of course, since there is no involvement of money, or and at the same time there is no advertising, marketing, packaging, no special discourses or anything like that going on about Guru Siyag Yoga. So we might not really uh, initially feel very drawn towards Guru Siyag Yoga, but at the same time there's a very big reason for things to be like they are, because it is because of this precise simplicity, this precise plainness plainness, or I would say, uh, everything that happens in Guru Siyag Yog, everything about our beloved Gurudev is so simple, approachable, that it is because of this precise divine quality that ultimately I felt drawn towards this practice. So this very thing was making me not accept Guru Siyag Yog initially, but later on it is because of this simplicity that I am here today, because rest in all the practices that I had explored so far, everywhere I found, things to be a bit complicated. There was a bit marketing, advertising, packaging involved, and then there was of course that money, and there are some methods wherein money was not involved that much, but then those methods were really complicated to follow in real life, and at the same time there was no clarity around how one progress on that path. So I couldn't find very clear answers around what is there on this path of spirituality anywhere else besides Guru Siyag Yu. And even though Gurudev is not in his physical body, but the path laid down by him has got all the answers that you need. So I would like to share that to the practitioners who are joining maybe for the first time. So for them, he's on the left side is our Gurudev Sri Ramnal Ji Siyag, and on the right side is Gurudev of our Gurudev Babaji Sri Gangainath Ji Yogi. And you can read more about Guru Siyag Yog, about Gurudev, about Baba Gangai Nachi on the website www.gurusiyagyoga.org. So, in my previous sessions, I have shared a bit about Gurudev and about a bit about Baba Gangai Nachi. But yes, whatever I have shared, it's very brief and succinct and in a free flow. And I would really encourage that you go to the website, check out the website, read on the website about Guru Siyag Yoga, and Babaji Gangai Naji, and a lot of things are given about Gurudev's history and his writings and all that. So please explore for yourself the website. Moreover, you can also watch many YouTube videos available on YouTube about Guru Siyag Yoga, about practitioners sharing their experiences about Guru Siyag Yoga. There are videos of Gurudev delivering, his speech or his discourse on this path of yoga, but almost all of the speeches of Gurudev are in Hindi language. So for those of you who do not understand Hindi, they may still get benefited by just hearing Gurudev's voice, because Gurudev's voice is not ordinary voice, although it to our logical mind it appears it it appears normal voice. But Gurudev's voice is a charged voice. It's a by charged I mean it's enriching, empowering voice coming out of Lord Himself. So some of you might not be very comfortable in really understanding Gurudev to be Lord himself. So by Lord, I do not mean that Gurudev, you have to treat him as Jesus or Allah or anybody. It's about your own sentiment. So initially, when I began, of course, I just accepted him to be as my teacher, and slowly that acceptance and that understanding around what Guru is started expanding. And then after progressing on this path, I could understand that it's not me who chose this path or this Guru. It's about my Guru who chose me for this path. And it's the Guru who chooses the disciples. It's not the other way around. Although we think that it's like that, but it's not like that. So later on, as and when I started experiencing more about myself and more about my life and how things have been working for me and how I am progressing after coming into onto this path. So this all these things led a major transformation in me at many levels, and that is why after undergoing all those transformations, I could realize that Gurudev is nothing but God Himself. So I haven't, I do not have any craving for Gurudev to give me any special visit in my mind or in my dreams or in reality or anywhere, because what I'm experiencing at wherever I am right now is divinity, is His grace. So I have dwelt in my previous session that the major thing that happens after we start practicing Guru Siyag Yoga is that we start transforming at the level, at the root level. That means at the level of our programming. So we start noticing our own follies and flaws. We start becoming aware of, yes, we start becoming aware of choices that we have as human beings. So it kind of make us aware that I have a choice to think differently, to behave differently, to live differently. So if we are open to get transformed, and if we really let our Guru transform us by following the path given by him, all of you whosoever would practice Guru Siyag Yoga would feel themselves after some point in time that I am no more same. And just because you are not the same as before, your life will also be different. So so this is something which is quite hard to explain, because it is indeed a very different phenomena, because to change your thinking, to change how you feel about a situation, about how you feel about a person, is still easy. But to really, I won't say easy, but I say that we have done that somehow, anyhow, that we work on our relationships or we work on ourselves by using our willpower and by using various psychology based techniques and interventions and all that. But to really get transformed at the level of your programming just by meditating 15 minutes a day, twice a day, and chanting the mantra. So what I have experienced is it that your inner wisdom, your inner wisdom gets activated. Or maybe it was always there, but it becomes loud enough, or it becomes apparent enough for you to catch it and act on it. So this is something, and that wisdom will guide you each and every moment, and wherever you are invested in. So many a times we just calculate that maybe I just need to work on this particular goal or on this particular thing or that. But when we are under the under a samarth guru, so our guru is working on our programming at that being level, at that level of the being. So it's not about one particular goal or area that that gets affected or transformed. It's in totality that we transform and changes our life changes. And and these experiencing of becoming a witness to our own wisdom. So these are the things that these are the things that that are not really possible without the grace of a guru like our guru, and that too with such minimal effort. So all Guru Siyag Yoga wants from you is to follow Guru's words. And what are Guru's words? That you have to hear the mantra, the divine mantra from Gurudev's voice, and you have to start meditating twice a day and chant the mantra as much as you can, round the clock if you can. And by round the clock, it means that in a day we get many opportunities to chant the mantra. And since we have to chant that mantra silently, like we read a book, we do not have to even move our lips or tongue while chanting the mantra. So we can chant the mantra while we are doing various chores, or while we are waiting for someone, or while we are, you know, putting things in order in our house and things like that. Or when we are when we are aware that I don't want to feel these emotions. So when I say I don't want to feel these emotions, it means that somewhere that is that awareness is there, that this anger needs to be released. And I do not have to suppress it, but at the same time I do not have to express it in a way that it creates harm. So we can chant the mantra at such times to really channelize whatever needs to be channelized towards towards the divine transformation. So Guru Siyag Yoga is a unique practice. Is a unique practice. So you do not need to be an expert of anything to practice it or to understand it. The best way to do Guru Siyag Yoga is simply by doing it. And in fact, that's the of course I can't say that to experience something you must do it, because there are certain things that I don't want to experience by doing it, like any disease. So I want to empathize, or I want to understand various diseases, and I would want to do something uh, to help alleviate the pain or the disease, but I would not like to experience that disease in myself. But at the same time, there are already lot of diseases in us that I'm already experiencing. So those diseases, so those are not only physical diseases. Those diseases start at the level of our programming only. So our DNA, that programming. So diseases could be physical, mental, and spiritual. So physical diseases we all know, mental diseases we know because we somehow equate them to the stress we feel, and to our emotions that we find painful and all that. Or they're all related to suppression of some kind and all that, and inappropriate handling of of emotions, and of basically of whatever we go through. So we are when we are not able to process what we go through in meaningful ways, we create mental diseases for us. And somewhere above these two diseases are the spiritual diseases. So those spiritual diseases are related to, are related to our being. So those diseases are related to our programming. So programming means our ways of being. So those the precise English word I'm not sure, but maybe we can say our patterns of behavior are derived from our patterns of thinking, and our patterns of thinking are derived from our hard set programming that drive these patterns. So those hard set programmings are, when they are faulty, so they are the spiritual diseases. So spiritual diseases, because of these spiritual diseases, we do, our system malfunctions in terms of that we exhibit those qualities which are not the divine qualities. So those qualities which create lot of pain for us and for other beings. And these qualities, they can really confuse you, muddle you. You can also call them part of the maya, that the energy that keeps you hooked towards ignorance. So through Guru Siyag Yoga, we energize ourselves in a way that we start getting enlightened piece by piece, cell by cell, programming by programming, and we start becoming aware about about each and everything that we go through while we are living this life. So this awareness is about gaining that enlightenment in bits and pieces. So this is a process that gets initiated when we come into Guru Siyag Yoga. So in Guru Siyag Yoga, when we chant the mantra, when we meditate, so a process of purification starts. And since that process of purification starts at all the levels, your spiritual level, mental level, and physical level, so it effects are also like that. So you would find that yourself completely getting transformed in terms of how you relate to life, how you relate to whatever is happening, whatever is going on in life. And you you become anew. Your motivations change. You, whatever you might be wanting, you may drop it. So but it doesn't mean that you become somebody who doesn't want anything. No, it's just that you become more clear, you become more pure, and you end up wanting things that are really meaty, that are real, the real things. So we develop that vision wherein we are able to understand that what really matters. So we are able to challenge our concepts of happiness, our concepts of happiness, success, power, and we end up redefining all these concepts for us. And because of all these changes that we go through, we are able to live life more fully. We are able to enjoy life more fully. We are able to enjoy that freedom. We are able to enjoy that freedom that we somehow gave up, because we because because we make our happiness dependent on each and everything other than our own self. So we are able to live life more fully and with lot of freedom to feel what we want to feel. And naturally, with all that wisdom that comes in, we decide for ourselves the true things, the meaty things that are really, really true things that matter the most. And And on this path is not about being becoming colorless or drab, or maybe really plain or simple. So this path is about finding true beauty, and you will still be picking up good clothes for yourself. You would be picking up things that you might like to explore or enjoy, but from your mindset changes. Your mindset changes around wanting, so you are able to be present to your blessings more. So you are able to be present to all the wisdom, all the blessings. And in fact, these days, I am calling life as shower of blessings. So when I say this, so this is only happening because of this realization deepening in me that everything is here and now. So I have read that in books, but to experience that, it only is possible when there is grace of a guru like Guru Siyag. So, to progress on this path, all you need is to listen to Guru's words, and he's very simple and straightforward about it. That meditate twice a day, chant the mantra around the clock as much as you can, and nothing else. And one thing more, he says that you have to acknowledge me, accept me as your guru. So if you do not do that, then I will not be able to do that transformation that you yourself are capable of undergoing. So you have to surrender. And surrender also is this concept is also, um, I won't say difficult to understand, but at the same time, we may understand it in different ways at different times. So, my surrender could be different to somebody's else surrender, and that could be different to the surrender of Mirabai that she had for Lord Krishna. So, we just have to remain honest with who we are, and then surrender to Gurudev with all honesty. So when I started, I ex- I could see myself as someone who was not able to connect with Gurudev, someone who was doubting about this whole theory and practice and all that. And somewhere I knew it that I feel blocked around practice Guru Siyag Yoga because I'm not fully convinced. But still, I surrendered all of that to Gurudev by acknowledging that this mind, this intellect, this logic machine is functioning right now at this level. It's not able to see in totality what is right, what is wrong, and there are concerns, there are fears, there are doubts here, and I surrender all of this to you. So right now I have all these things only to surrender. So I had a lot of doubts, I had a lot of misconceptions, a lot of concerns around about everything, and also about what will I get on this path and all that stuff. But there was an aspiration, there was this seeking of of divine grace in form of a guru. And when I surrendered all that, so slowly and slowly we find that we have a lot to surrender. So whatever emerges in you, you surrender whatever emerges in you, for you to surrender to develop more deeper connection with Gurudev. And this is a very gradual process, so that keeps on happening all the time. So honesty and sincerity, because not everyone is securing straight A's in the class. And there might be students who are genuinely working hard, but still they are only securing B. So it's not about, in this practice, it's not about securing A or B. In this practice, it's about securing A in honesty and sincerity. So whatever you have, whichever place or mindset you are coming from, just surrender that to Gurudev and seek that connection, pray for that connection with Gurudev, that you are able to progress on this path of yoga. So this yoga is called Siddh Yoga. So Guru Siyag Siddh Yoga, not even Siddh Yoga. So Siddh Yoga is a type of yoga in which it's like a wish fulfilling tree. It's like it's like a tree which gives you everything, which gives you all the joy, and at the same time it gives you liberation from all the pain. So Guru Siyak Siddh Yoga is like that tree only. And and there are many kind of trees. So there are some trees which are very tall, and you have to really work hard to you really have to work hard to get to their fruits. But our beloved Gurudev Siyag and Babaji Sri Gangainath ji, so they are too gracious. So they have given us this tree which is in on which the fruits are just there, where we can easily reach. All we have to do is to really uh, build that connection with Gurudev through honesty, sincerity, and surrender. And rest Gurudev does himself. I have often felt during the course of my journey so far. So I have been practicing Guru Siyag Yoga for around maybe 4 years. So I have found out from my own self that on this practice, I am doing maybe 10% rest, 90%. It's my Gurudev who does it. It's him who who takes care of my development. It's he who makes sure that I enjoy. It's my Gurudev who makes sure that I really feel good on a day-to-day basis. It's my Gurudev's agenda, and at the same time, it's his agenda. It's his doing that I'm able to understand myself more. I'm able to understand life more. I'm able to understand how to live more fully. So I never thought that, and there was I came here to get rid of certain things. Generally what happens is either we want something, as something that I want this thing, maybe some material possession, or some intellectual upgradation. I want this degree or this and that, or we want to get rid of some pain. So I wanted to get rid of certain pains in my life. So it was not on my agenda to really enjoy life, but but it is Gurudev's agenda. So it is not even my agenda. So since these sessions are bliss, becoming, and being, so it is Gurudev's agenda for for all of us who practice Guru Siyag Yoga to get in touch with our own blissful nature by becoming that being who is divine. So when we start expressing those divine qualities, that bliss starts unfolding inside of us only, and we express it as well. And this whole doing of Gurudev in terms of we getting transformed. So this is all very, very, very scientific, and it is something that can really be understood as science. I may not be putting it as science, but whatever we go through on this path is totally systematic and scientific, and totally customized, because no two persons fingerprints are same, no two persons programming are same. So the yoga that happens in Guru Siyag Yoga is automatic yoga in form of body movements in form of some internal vibrations or kriyas, and in form of mudras. So while we practice meditation, all of us experience unique yoga as is needed for us to become evolved and enlightened. So so and while we are on this journey, we start enjoying more, because on this path gives you both that joy and liberation. So it's really about living more fully and at the same time attaining divinity. So I don't know how much of it is making sense to you, but this is not in my hand. Whatever I'm speaking, uh, it comes out on its own, and I don't know if somebody can really prepare for these sessions, because these sessions happen at the time chosen by Gurudev, and whatever comes out. There is now nothing that goes into it as preparations. So meanwhile, what I have been experiencing lately is that I had read a lot about Kundalini energy, chakras, and all that stuff. And somewhere after getting into Guru Siyag Yoga and surrendering myself to Gurudev, and really praying to him that Gurudev, I don't want to care about achieving or attaining anything. I just want to be near you. That's it. And make me whatever you want me to become. So that is my simple prayer to Gurudev. And and I still go about my day, doing my job, taking care of my house, my children, and doing these sessions, and doing whatever I am, and everything, and maybe more than what I was doing before. So the 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 journey on a day-to-day basis look like is that when you keep on meditating, you keep on evoking new and new awareness and wisdom inside you, so you never feel bored. In Guru Siyag Yoga, you never feel bored, because you're always uh, becoming aware of something which you was not aware of yesterday. You are able to connect so many dots on a day-to-day basis. It feels as if the programming which has been with me from many lifetimes. So now it is changing, and this whole process seems to be unending, but at the same time I don't want to think about how long this process would be. I want to pray to Gurudev to keep me in the right mindset, to keep me in the right spirit, and give me enough strength and patience to be sincere on this path, to follow the path shown by Gurudev in all honesty. So, this is my sincere and simple prayer to Gurudev. And at the same time, my fellow Guru brothers and Guru sister, if you have already started practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, so some of you might not be really experiencing yogic movements or any other thing, but have faith that this is that have faith that even if you have listened to the divine mantra and you are just sitting on the mat, so day by day, 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 this compounding effect will take you at a level wherein you will look back and you will see that okay, you started from there and you were believing like that, you were behaving like that, you were being like that, and after 1 month or 2 months you will realize that things have changed for you in bits and pieces. So this transformation is facilitated more when we are able to have that faith in Gurudev. When we really do not, it might appear contrary, but the more we are at ease with letting Gurudev do the best he he wants to do for us. So that might involve not really seeing any divine visions and all that, and that is perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. So just ease out uh, in this journey. Just start doing meditation and mantra jap. For meditation, all you have to do is look at Gurudev's picture, any picture. So it could be this picture. So just look at the Gurudev's picture and look at it for maybe around 2 minutes, 1 minute, and then close your eyes. And once you close your eyes, you see Gurudev on your third eye. So this is called the seat of wisdom. So, or the third eye. So this eye opens inside, rest all of the openings open towards outside. So, since all the work, all the enlightenment, all the changes, everything has to happen inside us. So, this process is very specific and it needs to be followed like that. So, just see Gurudev here, just imagine him here, and start uh, no. First, you have to pray to Gurudev that to help you meditate for 15 minutes. Since this is a very potent meditation practice, so you do not have to practice it for 1 hour, 2 hours, or things like that. No. So you have to just practice 15 minutes at a time, twice a day, and in colder places that means wherein snowfall happens or the temperature maybe is below 15 degrees, 10 degrees. So there you can practice for 20 minutes, 30 minutes in one go, because this meditation might heat up, generate heat in your body. So that is why it is important. Just ask for, just pray. So Gurudev wants you to partner in this process. So you have to pray that help me meditate for 15 minutes. And you do not have to really keep track of the time. Just close your eyes and start chanting the mantra. Keep looking at the Gurudev here and keep chanting on of the mantra. And most of the times, you might experience some movement, some vibrations, a little bit of movement, or maybe some major movements. Whatever happens, let it happen. It will automatically stop happening after 15 minutes. So this might sound a little spooky or scary, or maybe I don't know, because I felt a little uncomfortable with this idea of me sitting in meditation and some automatic movements happening when I am meditating. So I was little uncomfortable with this idea, but somehow I discovered there is nothing to be uncomfortable about. This meditation is about expressing, or is about enlightening us. So this process involves activating our kundalini energy, and once kundalini energy gets activated, so all of us will experience it in some form, and those forms are not painful forms. So whatever vibration or whatever body movements you go through, you will be okay. They're not painful, they're not, you just enjoy all of that. And I have experienced them myself, so it's all good, all chill. So so just pray to Gurudev, and then keep your eyes closed, keep watching Gurudev on your third eye. Let any movement or anything, and even if nothing happens, even that is fine, that's perfectly fine, that's totally fine. Just keep on chanting the mantra, silent chanting without moving your lips and tongues. That's it. So after 15 minutes, your eyes would automatically open. Sometimes, Your eyes may open after 20 minutes, but most of the times it will open exactly at the time you have asked for. But it may happen. But it doesn't happen that you have asked for 15 minutes and your eyes open after 2 hours or 1 hour. It doesn't happen like that at all. So 99% of the time it will open at 15 minutes only. So this is something, and then that's fine. Rest of the time you have to do mantra japa. So this is about practicing this yoga. And to share your experiences with me and with other Guru Bhai and Guru brothers and sister like Dharmendra Sharma and Manju Chhabra. So you can reach out to us on WhatsApp. I have shared my number. You can see that below. And you may also leave your comments on YouTube, because uh, by reading those comments we get to know that yes, you are getting benefited from this initiative by Gurudev, that he is able to reach you out, he is able to help you out through these satsangs. So even reading those comments uh, gives us more energy and encouragement to keep continuing it. So thank you to each one of you for being there today. And now I'll put the video of Gurudev, in which he'll share the divine mantra and also about Guru Siyag Yoga in English. And after that, we will practice meditation for 15 minutes.
Yoga mean Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures, or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleansing, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc., and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling. 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 Cling, Krishna, cling.
Jai Gurudev, everyone, please come out of your meditation. So, Jai Gurudev, once again, all the best to you for your meditation practice in the coming week. Jai Gurudev.